Hello, hello, friends. So, I've been telling my husband that I'm going to do this, or that I want to do this, and it's never perfect. So, I'm going with it. I do not have the best setup. I do not have the best camera, and I don't care. I'm going to share with you my love for food, basically. So, I'm getting ready to make dinner. So I tried to get out everything I needed. Hopefully I have it all. But I just kind of wanted to walk you through that. So I'm pregnant, and what I crave to eat is still a bit odd, or has become odd once again in the third trimester. So tonight I am going to make some cauliflower and broccoli to roast on the grill. Cauliflower, yes. I have a 3.5-year-old eating her dinner, or refusing to eat her dinner right now. So there's that. Cauliflower broccoli roasted with Parmesan on the grill. I am going to use our eggplant that we got from our CSA and make like eggplant Parmesan crisp things. And then crisp things. And then I am going to make a little veggie pizza for myself, and my husband is having brats. So we're in Wisconsin. Anyways, I'm going to show you through. I feel like some people don't always know the best way to chop up vegetables. I do what works for me, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see me do this. I'll kind of move over into the camera. But this is kind of how I do it for my cauliflower. Cauliflower, I feel like, is very messy and can go everywhere. So I like to do it over top of the pan. And I've rinsed and cleaned all my veggies, so they are good to go. Good to go! But I just chop it over the pan and chop the florets off. That way all like the little remnants just get caught in the pan, and those kind of cook up nicely when it like gets a nice crisp texture. And then once it's in the pan, you can don't look at me. You can kind of break them up into smaller pieces. So, and break them up into smaller pieces just so that they cook a little faster, and I like them so they're like a little crispy as well. Probably overcook them to keep in the goodness of a veggie, but that's okay. So I do that. So I will do that here real quickly. I'm going to show you what the final product is like. But yeah, this is my favorite. I have tried to make I do like some cauliflower rice recipes. Cauliflower is good in so many different things. I've made like my own cauliflower pizza crust, and cauliflower breadsticks. To be honest, it's not really my favorite. I just like it like this, really the best. So once I get it in here, and we got broccoli from our CSA, so I wanted to throw that in. Broccoli! Do you want to come say hi? Yeah? Come pull over your kitchen stool and come say hi. We got broccoli from our CSA. Usually I'll just do the cauliflower because I like it by itself, but when you mix in a little bit of broccoli, it's actually pretty good as well, and is an easy way to roast up 2 different types of vegetables. Give you some added flavor, and my assistant is joining me. Baby, you're not a baby. Say hi, Rowan. Looky, say hi. Why don't you talk to them? Tell them a story about your day. No, you don't want to? Okay. I do the same with the broccoli. Just kind of like chop the florets off the stem over the pan that we're cutting it into. I'm just going to use this whole head. It wasn't a huge head from our CSA, and I don't want it to go bad. And then again, I just kind of peel it apart to make it smaller pieces on there. And if you need to rip off, I usually rip off most of the stems. Thank you, honey. You were such a good helper. Are we going to make a pizza? Yes. Yes. We're going to make a pizza with tortillas. Tortillas. Yes. Okay. Okay. So then with that, I take my avocado oil. I like to use avocado oil because it can be heated up to like 400 and 500 degrees. And we cook this on our Traeger grill on high. So it's usually about like 450. So I just put a decent layer over top of that. And then I do like to sprinkle just a little bit of breadcrumbs because it gives it a little bit of a crisp coating. Not a ton. And then, thank you, honey, Parmesan cheese over top of it. The Parmesan cheese gives it really yummy flavor, helps with that like crispness when it's on high on the grill, and is just my favorite on pretty much everything. Yeah? So we got that. I also religiously use garlic powder on pretty much all of my things for seasoning. So garlic powder and black pepper that I grind over top. I don't like to use a lot of seasonings that have like sodium in it, and so both of these are pretty much no sodium. Thank you for helping. So that is done. I will just kind of take a spatula as well and kind of mix it all together, get it nice and coated and everything. But that one is almost basically ready for grill. So next we will go into, okay, thank you. You are just such a good little helper. My eggplant. So, got my eggplant from my CSA as well. And I just like to slice it into like thin rounds. And then I will coat that in oil. And put it on the pan. So, I already have for this, I'll put it in the oil, and then I have my breadcrumbs already ready to go, and with my breadcrumbs, I just use an Italian herb style breadcrumb, nothing fancy. You could make your own breadcrumbs if you wanted to. And then I grate Parmesan into the mixture as well, and I just have it in a little Tupperware container. So, meal prepping with your toddler is quite interesting now, isn't it? So once it's coated in oil, thank you, let's leave that there. Then I put it in the breadcrumbs and just get a good coating of that as well. Mommy, Daddy! What about Mommy and Daddy? Where's Daddy at? No, Daddy. Is he in the basement? Yes. Cleaning? Did we put him to work? Yes. Yeah, we did. You could coat these in like egg whites or just an egg mixture as well, if that's how you like to make your Parmesan. I just use oil and breadcrumbs and Parmesan, and then I'll just lay it on my parchment paper on my sheet here. That will also go on high on the grill. Not sure on timing on that one. I kind of just watch, and then once it's brown on the bottom, I'll just try and flip them and brown them on the other side as well, just so they have a nice crisp layer. And those are great too. You can either dip them in marinara sauce, eat them plain, serve them over pasta, whatever you like. But I will save you the burden of seeing me slice this entire thing and do that. Hello. But that's how I slice them, put them in the oil, and then I'll lay them out on the pan. So, what's next, baby girl? You don't know? How about we go to asparagus? Asparagus. We need to use this up. Let's leave that over here. Asparagus is nice if you break it. It actually breaks kind of at the end where it needs to, as far as kind of the tougher end. But if you want to be quick then too, you can also just lay it on your cutting board and chop it all at the same length, it's a little faster that way. And usually, as long as you chop a decent amount, you'll get rid of like the woody part. We like to grill our asparagus in our little grill pan, so I'll layer that in there. I will spray avocado oil over top of it, and then I'll spray that over top of it just so it gives it, you know, a decent coating to cook up in, and then garlic powder and pepper, same as I season everything else. Thank you, babes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So then I do sometimes also like to add to my cauliflower mixture some mushrooms. I've been trying to get in. Meat has been a little odd for me in pregnancy this third trimester. So trying to get in other sources of protein. There's actually a good amount of protein in tons of different vegetables. But mushrooms are also a good source of protein if you're looking for a non-meat protein. So I have mushrooms that I like to just dice up or slice up into slivers. I take the stems off of mushrooms just because, again, I feel like they're woody. I don't know if it's beneficial to leave them on or if that's kind of like common practice for people who cook with mushrooms. Please don't snap that, honey. So I'll show you. I just kind of dice them up like this. And then you can either sprinkle those in with your cauliflower. Otherwise, I am going to layer these onto my pizza. So I'll put those off to the side. I'm also going to put some peppers and probably some spinach on my pizza. I just use like a wrap for my pizza base, and then I will put pesto. Nothing fancy about my pesto. I should make some homemade pesto, but I have not. I use a garden spinach wrap. I'll put some pesto on that, layer it with peppers, mushrooms, probably some spinach, whatever else you wanted to top it with. Super simple, super easy, amazing on the grill. But I will chop up my peppers here. There's a bunch of different ways to chop up peppers, but I like to go down the edges and cut it away from the seeds and try to not really like touch the seeds at all, so you get minimal mess, and just kind of like take out the core there and slice that into slivers really quickly. Rowan, please stop. Thank you. Ooh, stand over there, okay? Can you watch your fingers? Keep your fingers over there. You want to eat some? Okay, there you go. You can eat some. Can't complain when she wants to eat a pepper, right? Okay, so for my pizza, I have yet another pan. This is going to be a full grill, folks. Just like an air bake pizza pan. And for that as well, I love this avocado oil. I get this from Costco. Because that's literally all it is. It's just avocado oil, so there's no chemicals, no preservatives or anything like that in there. But it makes it easy for things like this, just to literally, I'll take this and spray it over the shell so that it doesn't stick to the pan, and it just kind of helps it kind of bubble up as well. One more time. Then I'll take a little bit of pesto and just kind of rub a very thin layer around my... I'm going to spray it one more time. No. Oh, you want another pepper? Yes. Okay, there you go. The yummy pepper. One more pepper. What color is the pepper? Can you tell me? No. I don't think you ate all of your dinner and now you're eating peppers. Again, I can't complain, I guess. So, I just did a thin coating of pesto on here, as you can see. You want another pepper? Yeah. And then I'll just layer my peppers on here. You can really add, like I said, whatever you want to this. Actually, I'm going to have my spinach over here. We're going to grab some spinach first and layer that on the bottom. That way I can just kind of rip it up and make a thin little layer. You want another pepper or do you want spinach? Pepper? Pepper, please. Say yellow pepper, please. You want to eat some spinach too?
I love the pepper.
Okay, can you slow down on the peppers? Do you like peppers? Tell them how much you like peppers. How much? How much do you like peppers? That much! Oh my goodness, I love it. I can't complain. She will eat raw spinach. She will eat peppers. She'll eat raw lettuce. So we're maybe doing something right with this whole raising a kid thing. Right? Are we doing something right? So, can you use your words, please? Cheese, yes. So as you can see, I ripped up the spinach, thin layer, pesto spinach, peppers. Same with the mushrooms. You can just kind of layer those on as well. One more time, pepper.
This pepper.
You want what pepper?
One pepper, two pepper.
One pepper, two pepper. One for each hand. 1, 2, yellow pepper. Do I get a kiss? I love you. Oh, girlfriend. So I will put a thin layer of mozzarella on top of this then, and then top the rest with Parmesan. I don't like a ton of cheese. I like more like toppings and just like more of like the crisp shell. Two peppers. Give me a second. Ready? So that is the final product. I might add a little bit more Parmesan. But as you can see, like I said, spinach wrap, pesto, a little bit of spinach ripped up, peppers and mushrooms. You could add, actually I might add, I have some cherry tomatoes from the garden as well. Cheese. Cherry tomatoes, I'll probably add a few of those. And just throw it on the oven. This doesn't take, or on the grill. This doesn't take very long. We'll put like the veggies will probably take 30 to 40 minutes, as well as the eggplant. This will probably take 10 minutes, like at max. You just kind of have to warm it up. So, we are one more pepper. Okay. So I'm gonna finish all this up, and I will maybe share like a picture after the fact. But hope you enjoyed seeing what we are making for dinner. I feel like it's helpful sometimes to see how people prep and chop and all the fun stuff. And this crazy little chick eat peppers. Anyways, thanks for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful night. Can you blow kisses? Mwah. Blow a kiss. Mwah. 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 All right, love you guys. Thanks for joining us.